Just when I thought I couldn't find my way out, yeah, I searched the God in me to find my way out. I know it can seem way out, but the Creator flows to and through me from way out. I'm talking way out, yeah. See, if you believe in the God in you, it's a better place. Creating the force and the power to live a better. Just know that love and joy and peace is one in all of the same space. That you were chosen just like God. That's right. I'll give myself. Only you can make the change. I'll give myself. Say your head and you. I'll give myself. Shine so bright from darkness to light. Hey. From darkness to light. Yeah. And you'll find your way out. Yeah. Oh, it won't seem way out. Yeah. The power of God will flow through you from way out.
Welcome. This is Alchemizing Energy, aka DJ Genesis, and we are at it once again. We're back from a 2-week hiatus. Honey, YouTube, decided that I needed to take a little break. And so I'm coming back stronger than ever, trying to, get everybody on this new wavelength that I'm on. I'm really focusing on talking about spirituality, religion, and we wanted to really, a lot of times, on a lot of these channels, the focus is like the Hebrew Israelites, the focus is like Islam and Abrahamic religions, but nobody is really like focusing really hard a lot of the times when it comes down into Ifa and all of those African spiritualities. And I really wanted to break down the science of Ifa. Is Ifa a religion or a science? And I'm here with Rakim Jabbaar, and he is Awo, and he was Omawo, and I wanted to have this discussion with him and get some insight into the science aspect of Ifa as well as the religious aspect of Ifa, and understand and break down, is it a religion, is it a science, what is Ifa?
YouTube had banned you for 2 weeks?
Yes. Yeah, I was talking about the draft and I brought up some video of Nicholas Irving and how he was blowing people's heads off, and and he was crying. He was crying about what had went down because people were like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll join the draft. It ain't no big deal. And I'm like, man, you guys are crazy. Do you understand what happens in war?
Nah.
And so I was just trying to show an example of okay, this guy is a sniper. And he's still crying about the things he's experienced in war.
Because he's still human at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
And he's still probably out there killing people. He's a mercenary or whatever. Whoever pays him the highest bidder, he still go out for contracts, probably going out with sniping. And he'll cry it out and keep on moving and keep going. But there's a certain type of person that could do that. So that's what I was really talking about. And Super Bam, the company that is behind that particular, it's almost like DistroKids. So they as soon as you play the video, they got you. So I played that video and they got me. And I got another strike for playing Orisha music. I was playing Abalona.
What?
I got a strike for that, and I was like,
because you don't own the rights to it. So you can't
copyright. So I got 2 copyright strikes. Yeah.
Your channel monetized, so you got to be very careful. You can't play nothing you don't own.
Pretty much, yeah. And so I'm gonna have
to. So that intro
prove...
song, that's an original song. That's yours.
I created that, yeah, on AI. Yep.
On AI, I knew it.
Yeah. I've been writing up some stuff in AI. You know what I'm saying? I got this one song I made in AI about because hold on, check this song I did in AI. Watch this.
Genesis Detroit. Truth in the algorithm. Welcome to the live stream.
Yeah.
Live stream junkie with the mic turned on. Breaking down the matrix while the lights stay on. Politics, religion, yeah, we question every claim. While the media playing narratives and shifting every frame. Ancestors speaking through the wisdom of Ifa. Cosmic knowledge shining like a distant star. From Detroit to the world on a digital stage. Dropping truth bombs every time I hit the page.
Welcome to the channel where the truth get deployed.
DJ Genesis live from Detroit.
Breaking down the system, every lie gets destroyed.
Tap in, subscribe, you rocking with the voice.
Welcome to the channel.
Where the truth get deployed.
DJ Genesis live from Detroit.
Breaking down the system, every lie gets destroyed. Tap in, subscribe, you rocking with the voice.
Debates on fire, got the comments going crazy. Asking questions that the system can't face me. From ancient civilization.
Man, ain't that crazy?
Yeah, that's
This is weird. It's crazy. It's so weird that they. It's a person. It's not a person.
We've been having this conversation a lot lately about, you know what I'm saying, the AI music, and especially because Suno just upgraded their model to where you can put your own voice in there now. You can save your voice to it, and then it'll use your voice. You know what I'm saying?
Honey, I'm about to go do that. I'm fixing to go do that right now. All right. As soon as I end this live, I'm going over there and fooling with that. I'm about to do it. Honey, I'm about to be Beyonce for this thing. I'm about to be like Beyonce. Man, you know what they said? I was talking to Awa Falakun, and he was talking about, because I said, we were talking about E5, and we were talking about sentience, and I said, well, they're saying that AI is about to become sentient. And he said, computers been sentient since they started, because the coding that it takes, is really the coding of E5, so that and it's like the actual code language of God. So, actually like the code, basically like we're in a simulation. That's what it just sounds like to me. So, and that was interesting what he said. What do you think about that?
I mean, I think our entire existence is based off of code. We know that, you know what I'm saying? In E5, you're dealing with ones and zeros. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might say dark and light or ones and twos, you know what I'm saying? It's just the opposites, you know what I'm saying, create the code.
Right. So basically, when they're saying that we live in a simulation, I mean, are we pretty much living in a simulation?
I would say in America right now, for sure. I can't. I've never lived nowhere else, so I can't speak to that. But in America, definitely. There's a documentary about it on YouTube called Hypernormalization.
Hypernormalization documentary.
You should watch it. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell a documentary on Netflix.
No, it's on YouTube.
On YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm gonna you guys go check out that documentary. So, I really wanted to really get into the question of IFA. Is IFA a science or is it a religion? So, what do you think is what are your thoughts on when it comes down to that?
I think the answer to that question is going to vary from person to person based off who you ask. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm at liberty to say what it is defined as for everyone in total. You know what I'm saying? But to me, it's a science for sure.
Right. So, what is the difference between science and religion? What is your take on the difference between science and religion?
I think in religion, you focus on the myth from a literal perspective, and then if you're looking at it scientifically, then that's what you're looking at the science behind the myth and the lesson and the wisdom attached to that science.
Because I was watching Sanetter the other day, and he was actually talking about they were talking about the Bible, and they were talking about the story of Moses and how Moses supposedly got shipped up the river to Egypt, and how he some people found him and took him into the palace, and he grew up with the Pharaoh and this, that, the other. which seems like a pretty highly unlikely story. Like it sounds, I mean, it sounds mythological.
Right.
But and then I guess and he grew up to be Hebrew and let my people go and he split the water and and so and I think there's one point there was like a snake that he threw something down and turned into a snake and a stick he threw a stick down turned into a snake and it's like I think that what happens is that when we have these stories that people tell when you actually leave, you go to these different places, like people tell stories to like make a point. If you even hear a person talking about what they did last night at the nightclub, they gonna add a little extra stank onto it.
Yeah.
And so what I think is that these stories that they're coming up with, that they wrote these stories down that been passed on, was just stories that over time people add more and more stank onto the story until it just became astronomically uh, mythological.
Right.
It's like a game of telephone, but before telephones existed. So it's like the
Fact.
worst game of telephone ever.
Yeah. And
Right?
it get dangerous when you deal with something like E5. You know what I'm saying? Especially when if we go to Nigeria, they have Orisha that are also Ihumale, right? But like the Orisha is a deified ancestor, meaning they actually walk the earth. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you have the concept of the Ihumale who existed far before they're human. But by the time we get this far away from these stories being told, people kind of just like mix the two and you just looking at it like
one thing.
The same way we look at Jesus. Like people get in E5 and they look at Oshun the same way they looked at Jesus. Oshun is very popular in America in spirituality in general. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, we got Beyonce is supposedly initiated into Oshun. There's a few well-known people that have Oshun as their head.
But what I'm saying is even people who not initiated be talking about her. Like you'll see people who will say they only do hoodoo who talk about her. You'll see white people who's doing Wiccan shit talk about her. You know what I'm saying? But
and try to invoke her energy and all type of different
all of that. They all speaking from a Western European perspective, right? So it's a goddess that's sitting at or in the river, and if you give her this, she'll give you that. But you gotta, it's these rules to it. Or she could be mad at you, or woo woo woo. But they not looking at the science of that principle. They only looking at, you know what I'm saying? So they, truthfully, even them, they don't know the mystery because they looking at it through a religious lens. When it's a science behind Oshun. You know what I'm saying?
The energy Oshun, right.
Yeah. You feel me? But they're not looking at it like that. So to me, that's the difference. Like if you think Oshun can get mad at you, then you probably religious.
Right. And when I think about it, even when it comes down to Jesus, couldn't the story of Jesus also have been a similar thing where, where they talk about Christ consciousness, right?
Yeah.
Just like Oshun is the Orishas are actually forces of nature, parts of the body, different things, colors. They're, chakras. There's so many different things. One Orisha could be like a million different things at once. Am I right or wrong?
I don't know about a million different things, but there is an Orisha for anything in existence.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And all even myth itself, right? Myth is created to introduce high science to the infant mind. As you grow and mature and you learn the mysteries, then you'll understand the science behind it. But when they first introducing it to you, you building your awareness up to the myth. It's easier to digest the myth first and then figure out the science behind it.
Right. So just like Jack and Jill or any other kind of
all that shit like that. Or even when you talk about the Bible, when you talk about Jesus feeding a crowd of people with 2 fish and 1 loaf of bread, and we knowing that Jesus represents the age of Pisces, right? And then there's a point where he says,
Can you
"Follow."
turn your mic up a little bit? I'm sorry, I'm trying to hear you, or bring it closer, or whatever.
Can you hear me better if I sit up?
Because it's some of the words are kind of like getting lost because of the mic. Yep. But yeah, you were saying you just like
What
even
about now?
Jesus. Yeah, that's cool. Yep, Jesus mean representing the age of Pisces, Christ consciousness, Kundalini energy. I think Christos also. I think it goes into that
Yeah,
different things. I think it's also the same thing when it comes to Orisha, right?
for sure. No matter what we talking about, signs and symbols, and all these, even the religions, they telling you the same story essentially. You know what I'm saying? It might have a different principle that they worship. Like one could look at Christianity like sun worship, and look at Islam like moon worship, being based off the lunar cycle. But it's still kind of telling you the same story if you know what you're looking at.
Right. And do you think Ifa is also doing a similar thing as that the Abrahamic religions are doing, or is it doing something slightly different?
You breaking up on my end? Say that again.
Do you think that Ifa is doing something the same similar thing as the Abrahamic religions, or do you think it's doing something slightly different? What is the difference between Ifa and Abrahamic religion?
Mm. Ifa has a balance, right? And even if Ifa is balanced, and
Hmm.
the feminine principle is held in its proper place, that's the main difference to me between Ifa and Abrahamic faiths. They're more masculine and unbalanced.
So you say that Ifa is a
They're more
primarily
political too, though.
yeah, I would say that. Yeah, political. So you would say that Ifa is more of a feminine, a female kind of a where it is more a centered female centered religion than Abrahamic religion.
Yeah, yeah. All African religions are like that. We all understand the power of the divine feminine, and we have a deep reverence for it. You know what I'm saying? I seen somebody breaking down the mask that Jay Z just wore in his recent interview. He wasn't wearing a mask, excuse me, but it was a part of the photo shoot where he's holding the mask over his face like that, and it was like that mask that he's wearing is telling you that there's a very strong woman standing behind him. You know what I'm saying? That protects him. And like, that's why a
Mm,
lot of times in Africa, if you see the king would be sitting down and the woman would be standing. The woman would be standing behind him with her arms like that. You know what I'm saying? Showing that the power and the strength comes from her. Or when you go to the walls in Egypt, you might see an image of a male figure. Looks like it's coming out of the mind of the female figure. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause we
mm,
know our life comes through the woman anyway, right?
right.
They just don't. So they don't have that type of thing in the Abrahamic faith, is what I was saying.
Where the woman is like centered in that. I mean, the only thing that you kind of do here is you
Yeah,
do hear about Aisha, you do hear about Mary. So Aisha in Islam, and then Mary in as the mother, and then I think Mary Magdalene. But I think that they took out the stuff that really where Mary Magdalene was a powerful force and things like that. But in the Catholic Church, they have the Shrine of the Black Madonna. So it's interesting, like how where did they lose the woman? Was it at one point a center thing, and then it got taken away, or like what happened? You
yeah.
know.
I think, I think everything that's wrong with it is from it was the political spin that they put on it. Is what I feel like.
Hmm.
I'm finna,
There's a
I'm finna
video I
switch
wanted
to
to
my phone because it keep breaking.
just breaking up. It's breaking up. Okay. Okay. Let's bring that one. Bring that. Okay. All right. So it was the internet breaking up or something like that?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello. Check one. Can you guys hear me out there? Out there? Can you hear me? Okay. Are you still okay? There must be some. So we're having some technical difficulties, but I wanted to play a video. I'm trying to get it loaded up here. It was a quick story. All right, can you hear me? Hello.
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yep, yep. I don't know what's a delay. I don't know what's happened. I know it's an overcast, so it might be some issues with the internet going on because it's like about to rain or something like that. But I wanted to play this video real quick, and I wanted to get your opinion on this story that I thought it was an interesting take on um relationships in EFA. Hold on one second.
Okay.
I think I sent it to you earlier. Okay. All right.
Move on to say that Arumila wants to see a man earn a woman's love and trust, and that the woman should even play hard to get, and the man should persist until he's won her over. And once that man has won that woman's love and trust, that she is to give herself to that man. Ifa also says that when a woman is in love, there is nothing that she can't accomplish. She is endowed with ashe that makes magic happen. And when a man is upstanding and loves his wife, takes care of his wife, and serves and fulfills the duties that a husband should, then he's empowered and emboldened by the ashe that she brings to his life. So you see that, like, there's a reciprocity, a respect for the roles that Ifa says that should be in place.
So what are your thoughts on what are your thoughts on that? Huh?
I feel like I agree with like the sentiments.
Where does Ifa say that?
Yeah, like they said, where does Ifa say that? The moment he said Rumala said, then I would have to ask where old dude did that come from.
You know what? It was in the chat. In
And
the chat,
then I would have to go investigate it
that.
myself. Now what I do know is you talking?
Yeah, I was talking. I was saying that in the chat it did people were
I can't hear
saying that.
you.
I don't know. You can't hear me? Can y'all hear me? Oh man, I don't know what's going on. Check one, check two.
Can you hear me?
In the comments, that's that. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you. You can't hear me.
You can hear me. I can't hear you.
Hear me. We can. I don't know what to say. Well, it might be his volume ain't turned up.
What?
Oh man, go get back on the computer, bro.
Say something.
Something. Hello. Check one, check two.
Bro, what is going on?
Okay, but Daddy Supreme, come up here. Are you an IFA practitioner? Because you said that's funny. He said, where does IFA say that? And people were in the comments asking, where does IFA say that? He said that it's an African parable, an African like parable, a Yoruba parable. What are those things called? The Yoruba, whatever the Yoruba parable from something, So I guess he's saying that it's somehow connected to Ifa. Now, a lot of times people do create new Odus, so maybe that is a Odu that somebody made. That's another thing I think is weird, is how people can make up Odus and add Odus to the corpus. Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, there we go.
Okay. Yeah, I was steady talking. Yeah, so go ahead. What were you saying? No, it was funny what you said because you were like, no, like what Odu is that? And people were in the audience like, I
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
wait.
yeah, yeah.
What Odu is that says that? And he was like, it's a parable,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Yoruba parable. I'm not sure, or a Yoruba, what a proverb or something like that.
Yeah, same thing. That's why I was going to say that sounds like something that's cultural, but that's not specific to
Ifa.
E5 as far as Odu. You know what
Right.
I'm
So he
saying?
probably shouldn't have said
That
Ifa.
sound that sounds like something more cultural.
Right, like a
No, but
cultural.
also he is Lukumi. He practiced
Oh,
Lukumi too. So they have different keys for their Odus. You know what I'm saying?
right. And that's what we talked about as well with the Baba. He talked about how people can add to their Odus, like depending on where village that they're at, they might have additional Odus that are in their, based on whatever's going on in their where they live at or something like that. So they might have additional Odus and
Well, yeah,
cues.
and like, and we both adding on to our Odu right now. Whatever your Odu is, everything in your life could be applied to that Odu. We could write keys for your Odu based off of your life.
Huh.
You know what I'm
See, and
saying?
that's
Because those those stories tell the energy of that Odu. And lessons
huh.
could be learned from it. If you have this Odu, you could experience this, and this. Why? Because someone had this Odu before, and these were their experiences. That's the energy attached to this code.
Mm. So it's like
You know what I'm
when they
saying?
say it's a living word, it literally is that's why when they say, "Hey, well,
Yeah.
where is the written text? Where is the written?" It's like, can you even write it? If you could constantly update it constantly and it could change based on what a person might be going through to add to it. Well, how can you write something down that's constantly changing like that?
Well, it's the
Based
thing.
on-
You can, you can, and you should, especially at this time. But however, that's for the ones who come behind, right? So my Oluo has been doing readings for 20 plus years now, right?
Mhm.
So he's seen the same Odu so many times. I've sat in a reading with him and looked, he was talking about an Odu, and I'm looking at the wrong Odu, and he hear me and he like, oh, that's not in that book, that's in my book. Because he's seen this energy associated with this Odu so many times. Excuse me, he already know. He know if this Odu come up, if you not Asian, you either dating somebody Asian or you lived in Asia.
Mm.
But he know that from his personal experiences, right? So then he passes that down to his godchildren, right? And then whatever they got, they add to it. You know what I'm saying? That's how that works. So it's growing and expanding, and it's documented by the priest of whatever that time is, and they pass that information to the next time, and so forth and so on. But that's
Mm.
why the the hierarchy structure of Orisha traditions is so important. You know what I'm saying? And right now, we
Okay.
really got too many new young people who don't have tenure within these traditions online speaking and teaching when they should still be seeking and learning.
That's a good point. Yeah.
And that goes for myself included. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, I mean, but the thing is that it should be a thing that should be discussed and because when we when people are just now becoming Christians, they get up and talk about whatever. So why wouldn't we talk about our experience online, and so that people can be more exposed to it? Because I think that exposure is important. I think that dispelling a lot of the mythology behind it. People are want to make it out to be one thing when it's not. Don't have any true understanding of what it is. I think it's time for the truth to be told, and it's like, okay, no, this is not what you think it is. This is what it actually is. and time out for all the nonsense of whatever people are saying, what they thinking, because even okay, you have Joe Baba Ifa, he was talking about Arumila had did heroin before.
Right. Yeah, I
So,
saw that.
it's yeah, so you have different people that's coming out saying different things, different pots of keys for different groups, different so I think that more people need to have discussions so that bring the different stories out so that people can discuss what's going on. Have a discuss like what is the truth? What is really is this a true thing? Is everybody else is just having discussions, and sorting things out. So I
Well,
mean that's what I think.
I think it's a difference between speaking on experience and speaking as if you are qualified to teach. Two different
Right.
things to me personally.
Yeah.
You know what
So
I'm saying?
I
And
mainly
everyone
ask
should not
questions.
be. Yeah. And I ain't talking about you because it's not even young. It's more so my generation and younger that is out here speaking as if they qualified to teach and they not. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? You know what
None of
the
us are.
thing about. But the thing about Ifa is that a person could be a kid and be older than you in the religion. So I don't really look at
Exactly.
that like that a younger person can't teach because a lot of times I mean even with I will follow
Well,
Kun, he said that
look, I'm speaking about your age in the tradition, not your age on earth.
oh, okay, right, all right, yeah, so yeah,
Yeah.
I think I've went through all type of I think I went through the ringer. I've been through so many different experiences with this till I finally got to the point where it makes sense because I mean there's so much charlatan stuff going on, so by the time you
For
actually
sure.
get to the actual truth of it all, you probably go through so many things that will turn you away from it. And so that's one thing I'm trying to like help people avoid is by like, getting the information out there so that if someone comes with some BS, you don't get, what I'm saying? You don't get told the wrong thing. You don't get pushed in the wrong direction so that, you don't have to go through the same thing that I went through, you know, with a lot of the craziness that happens.
No, for sure. That's why I agree with what they call espiritismo as far as people in America. I feel like that should be your starting point, your baseline for everybody. Because everybody don't even need more than that. So all we talking about is ancestral veneration. You know what I'm saying? On a basic level. For most people, that's all you need.
When you talking
I
about
promise you.
spiritism, when you talking about like doing the misa, like being able to like actually hear like messages and stuff from the ancestors.
You might not even have to get to that point to where you could do a misa yourself. But if you could find a way to communicate with your ancestors and they can communicate to you in a manner that you understand, then you can navigate your life without going any further than that.
I want to tell you know what's so crazy for me. Mine happens in dreams a certain time they all tend to like in the dream realm at a certain time. It's loud and clear. I
Right. That's
can
why I'm
hear it
saying
loud and
everybody has their way. You know what I'm saying? Everybody
yeah.
has whatever their gift is. You know what I'm saying? And if you know how to recognize when your ancestors is talking to you and decipher the messages, then you will be fine. You might not because E5 is not for everybody. That's another thing. And if you form a solid relationship with your ancestors, whatever it is for you spiritually, they will guide you to it or guide it to you.
hmm You
You
know
know what
that
I'm
it's the
saying?
same thing even with ayahuasca because they said that the plant chooses the person that you don't choose to go take ayahuasca. It chooses you.
But
Things because even
naturally, but at this point, it's a fad now. So that's why you have people having bad experiences because you got a shaman that'll do the ceremony to anybody. He don't care as long as you got the money, it's going down. But we breaking the natural law of this thing. And so somebody might have a very bad experience. Somebody might die. You know what I'm saying? All because you doing something that was never meant for you because it's popular.
Yeah, you know what? I'm so out of touch with the people that's at a certain age group, like in their 20s and third, like early 30s. I'm not even aware of what that crowd is even going through when it comes down to the spirituality. That so you're saying that people are just willy nilly taking ayahuasca, willy nilly doing all kind of wild stuff, like
Yeah,
yeah, when it
you got channels. You got channels online with people teaching about Orisha who are also telling you that you do not have to have any initiation to interact with Orisha. And
yeah,
they on
that's
there
not
telling full blown stories. And they got a nice size following. You know what I'm saying? I heard of a woman told me that a guy told her what her crowning Orisha was with tarot cards. I said that's impossible.
yeah, I doubt that.
Right
Yeah,
then.
that's not
Right.
even
This
what I mean,
I
how
mean
did they do
when she went back to him, he told her that what I said was correct. Basically, I didn't tell her to say nothing to him. I didn't even know she went back to him till after she told me. But he basically admitted that he was wrong. But once again, it's the game. It's what they doing.
Did you hear about that girl that got a $10 million lawsuit for doing doing tarot card readings, talking about this lady was doing this and that? She actually got a lawsuit for $10 million,
She got sued for $10 million.
and the lady won. Like she lost. The tarot card reader lost the lawsuit.
No, that's crazy.
$10 million, because I guess it was some lady who there was some lady who these people had passed away, and then she was saying that the lady had a relate. So her cards were telling her they was some kind of a relationship. Hold on, I'm gonna find it.
See what I'm saying? You shouldn't even be speaking on people's relationships. Like, why would you do that?
Right. She hold on. It's yes, her name is hold on. A federal jury in Boise, Idaho. Let me just share the screen. Look, a federal jury in Boise, Idaho ordered TikTok tarot reader Ashley Gillard to pay $10 million in damages to University of Idaho professor Rebecca Schofield for defamation. Gillard falsely claimed that over 100 TikTok videos that Schofield ordered the 2022 quadruple murders of 4 Idaho students. The February
Damn.
2026 verdict includes 7.5 million in punitive damage and 2.5 million in compensatory damages. That is
Yeah.
crazy. What? Woo!
Damn.
Look at this.
Yeah, I don't want no parts of that.
TikToker has to pay $10 million to professor she accused in Moscow murders. That's
You get the online doing the tarot reading. Obviously not properly trained. Obviously don't have no real mediumship. You know what I mean?
so,
And look
and I
at you
think that's
now.
the danger of the tarot, doing the tarot, because just anybody can just go grab some cards and do tarot. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think that there's a good
But
reason why there's such
if
a thing as initiation. Like, you just
if
don't
you don't,
grab. Go ahead.
yeah, but it's people out here. I guarantee you, there's somebody out here without initiation playing with old Pele.
Oh wow. Yeah, that is, yeah,
I,
there
prob-
probably, you think there
I
is?
promise. I promise you. I know there is.
Wow. Yep, $10 million
And
for
if they
fake
run into
Idaho.
somebody who don't know no better, they can do a reading. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I mean, but why what do you think that how do you think it is important? Why do you think it's important initiation is important? I mean, well, you see right there, I think that that's one of the main examples of why initiation is very important. You just don't pick up something that you just, just think that you could just start doing it, and you know.
Well, I mean, yeah, and it's rules to everything. You know what I'm saying? And within Orisha tradition, you have to be initiated in order for you to begin to learn how to work, learn how to interact with The Orishas. So
I
you
don't
can
know.
learn
It's
the
like,
secret. Nobody's gonna tell you the science if you're not initiated anyway. Like you might think you know something. It's things that I thought I knew. You know what I'm saying? Before I went through it, bro, that I didn't know.
right, right. Yeah, your phone is giving like a staticky sound every time you say something. I don't know whether it's better to be on the computer or the phone. And my thing is like going slow. I don't know what the heck is going on. It's like a lot of weird stuff. It's a lot of lagging happening. I hope y'all out
Yeah,
there can
I'm getting
can
static. I'm getting
you are.
static when you talk.
I'm gonna leave and come back. But let me I'm gonna play us a little bit of the video that's talking about the $10 million verdict. I think that's just crazy. I'm gonna leave and come back. Hold on. Can you hear that?
Nah.
Of involvement in the student murders in 2020. False accusations online can spread
Can
in
you hear it now?
seconds, but how long can
Yeah.
their last? I'm neighborhood reporter Riley Shoemaker, and in federal court, jurors are now deciding how much damage was done after a TikTok user falsely accused a University of Idaho professor of involvement.
Okay. All right. Is it better now?
Nope.
It's still giving static.
Yes, ma'am.
So it has to be StreamYard because I'm on my phone. That's
Yeah,
weird.
yeah, it makes sense because
Hmm.
I don't hear it when I'm talking and you don't hear it when you talking, right?
Yeah, I don't hear it. Nope. Huh. StreamYard must be tripping right now.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's well while I'm trying to get back on my computer. So what are your thoughts about that story? Like, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, but I think that needs to start happening so people can't just go online and slander people under the guise of some form of spirituality. That's not cool.
So what do you think is the difference? Let's talk about the difference between tarot and ephod divination. What is the difference?
Tarot is based off of a certain number of archetypes. I can't remember how many it is. Um, E5 is based off of a binary code. It goes from 16 to 256. You know what I mean? So it's nowhere near the same.
What are the market differences when a person is doing a tarot card reading? Like even the intention of the tarot card reading, I believe that the difference is like saying like you can ask a question like, "Does he love me?" I don't think that you could pretty much ask that in a divination. You know,
You can ask whatever you want to ask.
whether or not it's going to answer is going to be another.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's gonna be an answer, but it's not. It's not a. I don't even know how to say it. Some
It might not be
questions
the answer that you're looking for. It's going to give the energy around it, and not necessarily the yes, that's going to be your husband and whatever. So I mean,
you
what is the
you
difference?
should ask the energy around you and the person versus just asking if the person loves you. Just ask the energy. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? That's what you should do
And why is that? What is the
because
difference?
that energy around you is gonna tell you the answer to any other question you had. The energy around you and that person that's gonna answer all the questions. If you ask, do they love you? You putting yourself in a agreement. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know how to respond. I'll say this: you could, as far as with E5, you can ask E5 a question, and E5 might be like, "You ain't got no business asking me this question. You should know the answer." You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just tell you what you want to hear, so you can get the lesson. Because obviously you ain't learned that lesson yet. That's why you asking that question. So here go a
Huh?
lesson.
So EFI itself will actually tell you what you want to hear. Like they actually when you get a reading in EFI, it'll purposely like it could tell you like just so you could get a lesson or like get a, like
If you talking,
explain
I
that.
can't hear you.
You can't hear me again? Jesus Christ. Oh man, this live stream is getting disrupted. Okay, let's try this again. Honey, man, can you hear
Yeah, I
me
can't
now?
hear you if you talking.
You can't hear me?
That's crazy.
You can't hear me. Oh man, there's a lot of technical difficulties going on today. I don't know what's happening. There's a lot of things trying to disrupt this live stream. We're not gonna let nothing stop us because we're trying to like really get into discussing this in E5 and yeah, that's crazy. Man, but we're having a lot of technical difficulties trying to do this show, aren't we?
Today ain't the day.
We're gonna have
Figure
to
it
come
out.
back. We're gonna have to come back and do this another day because it's too much disruption going on. We're gonna have to say a couple prayers before we do this show. It's too much.
Y'all
We
definitely
gonna have to do
going
some
out this.
Albaruz. We gonna have to do some e-buys before we do this show because honey, it's a lot of interference going on. A lot of interference, guys, but that's okay. Whoever's throwing the in or whatever's the energy is throwing the interference. Well, I got you. We got you. We got something for that. We gonna come back and we're gonna do the show with a little bit. Hey, how's it going? Elevator has guider. AI elevator has guider. AIL. What 3666? What kind of a name is that? Man, I don't know whether it's my thing that's going slow, or is StreamYard getting attacked by Iran, or is people attacking us? You know, Anytime I switch to my phone and it's still acting up, I know it's something going on. I don't know. So we gonna let me see. Is it cloudy outside? Let me look outside and see, because this is crazy. There's so much interference. I'm like, dang, is it an overcast? Honey, it ain't even cloudy outside. It's a sunny day. Look at this. Sunny as I don't know what outside. Beautiful outside. I thought it was maybe raining or something. Look at the sky. That's how you know. Well, y'all got to see it first, interference. Okay? So we're going to come back and do the show. We might just do it a little later on this evening. Maybe it's too much people on the internet right now. All right, y'all. We gonna wrap this up. It's been an hour anyway. I hope that you guys got something out of it. I'm gonna cut this thing up and put it on the video section, the good parts, before we got rudely interrupted. I was like, what am I doing? I don't know. I felt like doing that. Okay, so let me stop being weird. All right, see you guys later, guys.
Just when I thought I couldn't find my way out, yeah, I searched the God in me to find my way out. I know it can seem way out, but the Creator flows to and through me from way out. I'm talking way out, yeah. See, if you believe in the God in you, it's a better place. Creating the force and the power to live a better. Just know that love and joy and peace is one in all of the same space. That you were chosen just like God. That's right. Only you can make the change. Shake your head at you. Shine so bright from dark. Just when I thought I couldn't find my way out, yeah, I searched the God in me to find my way out. I know it can seem way out, but the Creator flows to and through me from way out. I'm talking way out, yeah, yeah, yeah. See, if you believe in the God in you, it's a better place. Creating the force and the power to live a better life. Know that love and joy and peace is one in all of the same space. That you were chosen just like God. That's right. Only you can make the change. Shine your head and just shine so bright from darkness to light. Hey, hey, hey. From darkness to light. Yeah. And you'll find your way.